News around Bitcoin has been trending in a big way, and it should come as no surprise with the crypto asset up over 40% over the past month and considering a run of fresh record highs. But what's changed in 2020 that has made Bitcoin so attractive? After all, the economics around Bitcoin have always been there to support a higher price. It's hard to argue against the case for demand when talking about a decentralized currency with limited supply and great technology around it. Ultimately, we think one of the most important changes is time itself. There are many compelling ideas out there that never really amount to anything, largely in part to the fact that there is simply not enough consensus around these ideas to propel them forward. For something to succeed, it's imperative that there is consensus built up around it. And while there was definitely consensus around the asset from inception all the way up to the euphoric run in 2017, it was a different kind of consensus for Bitcoin, not yet extending into the realm of the mainstream. But since that record high in late 2017, development around the decentralized technology space has progressed at an astounding rate, and with it, increased adoption and more consensus from those in mainstream walks of life. It's important to remember that there isn't any value in paper money, and something like gold really doesn't offer any intrinsic value. And yet these assets do hold plenty of value. Again, the common denominator is consensus. And so if an asset comes along that offers incredible economics and starts to gain that consensus, the question actually should be less about whether it's crazy Bitcoin is trading at $20,000 and a lot more about why it shouldn't be so crazy for the asset to have potential to be trading a whole lot higher than where it is now, if indeed there is this consensus and the asset is significantly more scarce than a store of value like gold. 2020 has been a defining year for Bitcoin. Coronavirus has perhaps helped the digital assets cause, with the world forced to be thinking a lot more about digital transactions. And we've seen a lot more interest throughout the year from major players in the traditional financial market space that are finally dipping their toes in. So we do think the future is bright for Bitcoin and the decentralized technology space. Having said all that, we also think it's important to understand just where we're at right now as far as the price action is concerned. Bitcoin has been on fire since breaking out above the 2019 high in the $14,000 area, and the run has left technical studies in violently overbought territory on the daily and weekly charts. This means we would caution against establishing meaningful exposure at current levels and would recommend waiting for these technical studies to unwind so the market can correct and consolidate a bit before considering taking on fresh exposure. That's all for now.